The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Boston College Eagles offense will take the first swing of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
This Boston College offense has it working. Gives it on the option. Nice move to keep running. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking the back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here we go, set. They'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? Keep the defense off balance because they are a good one.
It's caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that
he's going to take a shot right away. Reels it in off his arm strength, and he did it there.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Smith wants to throw. Looking left. Makes the catch. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Wants to keep it in the air. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off play action on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the right. Right on target this time. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. And the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Showing off the arms. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Gonna look downfield again. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something. You could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's still running after the move. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. It's clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the grab. It's Houston.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Harold. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The sure hands, it's Thomas. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Using his legs, it's Houston. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Harrell. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And this guy continues to pour on the stacks. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's got it on the run. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Smith dropping to pass. Hauls it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The run from the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll give it to the back. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he had just enough to will that one home. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He caught it. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here's the handoff.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here we go. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Houston. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He lets it fly. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it. And that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down kind of a lot.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
The snap sets up the throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
He lobs one high down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. It's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first protection.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Eagles will go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And the the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's
looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.